Certainly one of the best looking cars on the road today, the 2014 Audi S5. One of the most distinctive and visually stunning cars, especially in this price point, probably in many, many, many years. It's simply a beautiful car. It's been around for several years now, but in 2014 you have this great, what they call black optic package, which with 19-inch wheels and summer tires, and then also it has this high gloss finish in the front where everything's blacked out. This is a really, really good looking car, and at a base starting price of about $53,000, really not a lot of money for what you get. And I know what a lot of people say, oh, they're just a glorified A4 and 333 horsepower isn't that many horsepower for this price point. But for the person who buys this kind of car, they get it. I mean, this is a car for somebody who just simply gets it. They want a sexy car, a gorgeous car. It doesn't matter if you're a 50-year-old doctor or an aspiring 20-year-old or whoever you are in this world. You see somebody pull up in this car, you're like, wow, look at that amazing car. So yes, it doesn't maybe spec out as well as some other cars do, but this is a car that definitely lets the world know you have arrived. Now this one is not $53,000 because it's loaded up, and if you're spending $53,000, why not spend $63,000 and get it with every option in the world, like the black optics package, or like this beautiful new black finish that they have in 2014. The color of the car on black interior is beautiful, the wheels look fantastic, and then let's take a look around. See some of the distinctive characteristics of this 333 horsepower car. It is a V6 turbo, as the letters suggest on the side. Big, huge brakes and rotors, as you would expect of a high-performance car, competing with the likes of BMW M3 et al. Inside, this one is fashioned with Napa leather and carbon trim as well. The Napa leather, they get you for a little over $1,000 on that, but that's a feature you definitely want. You get a beautiful car like this, why not go all in with really gorgeous interior accommodations? The interior is absolutely the best in this segment, and it's not just that it's the best by a mile. Even if you got the base interior, it's still knockout, drop-dead gorgeous. It's just with the carbon and the Napa leather, it's that much nicer, and you've come so far, why not go all the way? Taking a look in the back, now this has Audi's MMI, so it has their navigation. When you get the navigation, you also get a rear view camera. It's a $3,300 option, but in the modern world, kind of everybody gets navigation. You're going to want to get navigation too. Now, all your goodies work out here in the trunk. It's a nice big trunk. I mean, it's not, it's based on a front wheel drive car, so typically those kinds of platforms allow for greater trunk space. But again, this is Quattro all-wheel drive, and but still has a very, very nice trunk. And then with the fold-down rear seats, it's actually very spacious. If you like to golf, which a lot of people in this crowd do, you'll be just fine in this gorgeous S5. That's one of the problems with high-performance sports cars, is that they drive beautifully, but then when you need to use them for stuff, you have to use your other car. Not the case here. This car is very practical as well as sinister good-looking. It's a terrific-looking car. Let's take a look inside. Everything about the interior of this car just says first class all the way. So since you've come so far and you've got all the options, why not spend the extra $850 and get the Bang & Olufsen stereo system? And that's what this owner has done. They've gotten the absolute most loaded one that you can get. The only way to get a more loaded car would be to get the V8 version, which is called the RS8. Limited production, looks very similar, has different performance characteristics, and costs far more money. But for 55, 60 grand, to get either a low level of equipment or a relatively high level of equipment, the value you get in the S5 is, to my thinking at least, second to none. I think they are absolutely lovely, gorgeous, dreamy cars that you feel dynamite being seen in, and that's the true value for us. Whenever we take in a car on trade, what a car is worth is really contingent upon when we go out on a test drive and people see us in that car. Do you feel like a chump, or do you feel like the king of the world? This is a car that you feel like the king of the world in, no matter who sees you. It doesn't matter what income bracket you're in. It doesn't matter what your aspirations are or what you've achieved in life. This is a car that says you've made it, and you've made it all the way. One of the finest cars on the road today, and to my thinking, one of the best deals on the road today. The 2014 Audi S5 Quattro is definitely a cut above. If you have any questions about this car or any car, please give me a call anytime. My name's Joe Tunney, the sales manager at Infiniti of Kirkland. You can reach me at 425-821-1600, or just drop me an email at joet@infinitiofkirkland.com.